Yeah, I know you're watching. Yeah, there's no one there. I'm coming. Wait there. Hi, welcome to Karl Woodcraft. In today's video, we're going to be building an epic bar. Well, we're going to start building one anyhow. This is part one. Right, if you're new to the channel, don't forget, subscribe. 80% of you watch my videos and don't subscribe, so do me a favour. I really appreciate it. Subscribe. So what we're going to be doing today is building this framework, and then we're going to be starting adding all the MDF. Well, we're going to get all the MDF added. And then in part two, we're going to be adding skirting, we're going to be adding panelling, we're going to be adding ornate trims all around the edges. The bar's just going to look stunning. It's going to have a beautiful up top on it. So you need to stay tuned for this build. I really recommend watching it all. Also in the video, there's going to be a nice giveaway for somebody to receive some really nice FAMAG and Bessie tools, courtesy of my friends at Roland Tools. So stay tuned for that. I don't know when it's going to be in the video yet. So just watch the whole video and you'll have a chance of winning some nice kit. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to go straight over to the miter saw. We're going to start squaring these 3x2s over. And I've got 30 lengths of 2.4 metre 3x2s. And I've also got 7 sheets of 12mm ply, and that's what we're going to be using today. Jacob's now assembling the framework. As you can see from all them components we just cut. We had a stop block set up here, so all the components are exactly the same size. Here's one of the frameworks that we've built already, all built with simple construction with butt joints, glue and screws. In order to help us make sure everything's aligned correctly and in the correct space, we use noggin spacers, upper noggin spacer. What else have we got there? Upright spacers. If you do that, you can't go too far wrong, because then all those gaps and spaces are all going to be correct. When you come to do your cladding, you're going to know where your noggins are, where your uprights are. So if you need to screw anything onto there, you know exactly it's on 16 centres or whatever, and you've done it with a spacer, so you know it's right. We're using 100mm screws for the main framework, and then for the noggins, we're using 65mm screws. Here you can see Jacob using the spacer for the uprights. Now popping the noggins in. We've got a spacer again. And for this screw here, because it's going to be difficult to get in there, we're going to come in through this side on an angle like it's a pocket hole. Next noggin, we've got a slightly different spacer. It's cut the thickness of the noggin material away from that noggin there, so when we place it in, we can attach it with screws from both sides and we can get in there, and then the next noggin will go like so. Yeah, I'm alright, Jet, they're only light. Just being mindful of how I'm cutting the MDF so I get the best use out of the amount of sheets that I've got. So the first cut I'm going to make is 1 metre high on the first sheet, and then with the off cut of that, it's actually going to fit this space here, but it'll make sense as we go around. And you'll see why we've attached these here as well. These extra bits, what you just saw us do, that's so when we attach the inside MDF pieces, we've got something to attach to. going to rip the excess off in situ here, so I just need to mark with a pencil, square that off. I'll rip that for the tractor. You can use where your screws are as a reference points, where the uprights are and the noggins, and then that way you can put some screws going across as well, some nails or screws, whatever you're using. This piece of 12mm MDF is going on the inside here, so I'm going to need to notch out around this piece of the framework. I won't do any measuring. What I'll do is I'll just pop the MDF up to where I need it to go, mark with a pencil either side of that piece of framework there. I'll measure the depth with a combination square, lock it off. The numbers are irrelevant really, and I'll just cross-reference that onto the piece of MDF, and then that's where I need to cut to. Lovely jubbly. Over more! As you can see, we've almost finished adding all the MDF. We're just doing some trim pieces now to hide any parts of the framework. This central pillar here, that piece of MDF can't be added until we get to the property, because this section and this section of the bar will be split into two. What I'm going to show you now is just how I'll go about scribing for these sort of pieces here. We need this to fit around this shape and down here. As most of you know, I don't like measuring, so all I'm going to do is pop this piece, which is already cut to the size, up against this L shape here, which is what I want it to fit. Push it flush against there, flush at the back, and then I'm just going to get my pencil, scribe down the back, and then I'm just going to get inside there and scribe that L shape. I'm going to cut that shape out using a combination of the traxor and the jigsaw. I'll do the straight cuts here, and then we'll nip it over there and finish it off with a jigsaw. Lovely, and now all we need is a nice trim piece to go there to add that bit of framework, and then that's the inside of the bar complete really, apart from the shelf, the painting, the filling, the sanding. Oh yeah, there's loads to do. These pieces are good because they just basically cover the framework. It just makes it look more finished. And this also has got a little bit of wiggle room in it, and that's done on purpose because this part of the bar detaches from the front. So when we get to the client's house, we don't want to be squeezing everything in and scraping all the MDF. When we get there, we'll be caulking and touching up any little bits where there's any little gaps like that. That's us done for today, guys. If you've stuck around till now, you deserve a little bit of a reward, I think. If you are here now, all you need to do to enter the 10k giveaway, we're nearly at 11k now though, but anyway, the 10k giveaway is just leave a comment. If you want to leave a comment but you don't want to be entered because you've already got lots of lovely tools, then all you have to do is put "don't enter me" in it, mate, and that'll do. The giveaway is courtesy of my friends at Roland Tools, and they work with FAMAG and Bessie, and the FAMAG drill bits are absolutely second to none, And Bessie clamps, as most people will know, are also excellent. And I'd just like to say thank you to Roland Tools for giving this giveaway out for us. There's about £300 worth of gear. I'll put a little picture up somewhere for you to have a look at. Make a comment and I'll pick a name at random, and I'll do that on Instagram, and I might do a little short or something. I like to roll the names into one of them little apps what picks at random. Also, unfortunately, the giveaway can only be for people based in the UK. I know people have had issues with sending things overseas. The person supplying the giveaway has been hit with a big tax bill, so I don't want to be doing that. No political nonsense to do with Brexit or anything like that. We just can't send overseas, really sorry. So just UK based only, but we still appreciate everybody who does support the channel and watches us from overseas as well. So that's part one done with, and that's the giveaway done with, and this epic bar build will be continued next weekend hopefully, and the weekend after, so stay tuned for that.